Welcome to this tutorial on Kubernetes contexts. In this video, you'll learn how to effectively switch between multiple Kubernetes clusters using contexts. This is an essential skill for managing different environments like development, staging, and production. A context in Kubernetes is a powerful concept that groups together three important pieces of information: the cluster you want to connect to, the user credentials for authentication, and the default namespace. All of this information is stored in a configuration file called kubectl, which is typically located at ~.kube/config in your home directory. Contexts make it incredibly easy to switch between multiple clusters without having to manually reconfigure your connection each time. To see all the contexts available in your kubectl file, you use the command kubectl config get-contexts. This command lists all configured contexts and displays important details such as the cluster name, the authentication information, and the associated namespace for each context. When you run the get-contexts command, you'll see output that looks like this. The output shows several columns: current, name, cluster, and auth-info. The current column displays an asterisk symbol for the context that is currently active. In this example, we have three contexts: production, development, and staging. Each context points to its respective cluster and uses specific user credentials. The asterisk next to production indicates that it's the currently active context. If you just want to quickly check which context is currently active without seeing the full list, you can use the command kubectl config current-context. This command returns only the name of the active context, making it a quick way to verify which cluster you're currently connected to before running any commands. To switch from one context to another, you use the command kubectl config use -context followed by the name of the context you want to switch to. This command changes your active context to the specified one, redirecting all subsequent kubectl commands to the new cluster. This is the primary command you'll use for managing multiple Kubernetes environments. Let's look at a practical example. If you want to switch to your development cluster, you would run kubectl config use -context development. After executing this command, you'll see a confirmation message that says "switched to context development" with the context name in quotes. Now, all your kubectl commands will be executed against the development cluster until you switch to a different context. Here are some important best practices when working with contexts. First, always verify which context is currently active before running any commands, especially destructive ones. This prevents accidentally making changes to the wrong cluster. Second, use descriptive and meaningful names for your contexts so you can easily identify which environment they represent. And third, exercise extra caution when switching to production contexts. It's a good habit to double-check that you're in the correct context before performing any operations on production systems. Following these practices will help you avoid costly mistakes when managing multiple clusters.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.